No sooner than April 2018. The greatest bamboozlery to ever exist. What is up, guys? Fat Red Man here. Some days I wonder why I do these things. But, April 2018. It's it. This is it. This is the bottom of the fucking pool. What more can you fucking do for us, Konami? So, the greatest lie of the year. Nah, just kidding. So here's the thing. When you look at the ban list, do we really need one? Is the grand point of today's video. I've made discussions on this. My opinion really hasn't changed. Many people don't agree with me on letting natural power creep and things handle the metagame. And that's why we don't work in R&D. But, without further ado, it's time to do another discussion on this. Because if we don't get a list, we have some interesting ships coming. And I mean an interesting format. So let's dig into this, shall we? Alright, so you're asking yourself, oh man, what if we don't get a ban list? Thank you, Dairy Queen. So, here's the thing. If we do not get a list, everything that exists in the current format going forward for the month of May will pretty much still be here, which means, that's right, you're fucking pendulum magicians. Oh, I know how much you guys love Electrumite, right? Oh, there's nothing like watching an astrograph go on top of the opponent's extra deck, and then you hear my favorite words of the format. It's fucking retarded watching astrograph do his thing. But it's fine. It's part of the natural progression of the format. You know, the real problem that people still have in this current format is Schmasterpiece. Right, Squidward? You really love Schmasterpiece, don't ya? I don't see a problem with natural power creep. I don't know what people have against True Draco and its anomalies. I guess maybe it's just the, oh, you can't play the game. You should already be citing kaijus as it is. It's not my fault you can't make a goddamn good side call. You know what I mean? But it's fine. So True Draco Pendulums, it's going to be interesting because we're going to get the format where Trickstars have all the fun cards. I don't think Japan ever had that, where they have 3 Reincarnation, the new field spell, and all the new garbage. That'll be interesting, especially with Flames of Destruction. Now, this is all under the assumption that we don't get a list. So True Draco, Pendulum Magicians, Metal Foe, True Draco, the merger, or as we like to call it. And then you guys remember the Invoked Mech Knight, I believe it was? Yeah, I mean, we're getting... Here's the thing, so whatever comes out in Flames of Destruction literally changes. What is it, 3 weeks later? May 20th, I think it's the official release date for Dark Saviors. I could be wrong. Please read me in the comment section if I am. But Dark Saviors will be legal, which will allow Branch to come in the format. So basically what you're looking at, the month of May will have 3 formats? Maybe? So, pre-ban list, Flames of Destruction, post-ban list, Flames of Destruction, and post-Dark Saviors with Brandish coming into the format. That's a lot of fucking metagame potential. But that's not all, folks. So, pre-ban list, you honestly should probably be looking at Goki as a combo deck. That's right. That deck that needs Summon Sorceress to make a lot of combos. I think I've seen 2 Goki decks top as of recently. One of them was from Team JRB Jobber. I'm not exactly sure which one on Jobber was playing it. Then I saw another list come up recently, and that's pre-Nightmares. You all... Here's the thing, like, the Nightmare combo deck, the ability to essentially extra deck lock your opponent out of the game, the little sad U, or as I like to call it, the little smiley face of doom. If you get smiley face locked out of the game because of what Gokis do, I'm sorry. It's just one of the unfortunate side effects of the format. Now, that's where things like Masterpiece, I guess Trickstars, can kind of play into it. They don't really give two fucks about getting Extra Deck locked out. I mean, especially Masterpiece, to be completely honest with you. Did I mention Infernoids? We'll talk about Infernoids here in a little bit. But if the Goki deck is consistent enough to perform Sudlock, it can really kind of get you to where you need to be. Did I mention Infernoids yet? Okay, we'll get to Noids, I promise you. But the Smiley Lock of Death is... I really want to talk about Infernoids. Okay, Infernoids are probably not going to do dick until post-Brandish Sky Striker release. And I really like what Infernoid Lair of Darkness, like the Brandish combo variant, does. Because the Brandish engine gives you drawability. Lair of Darkness gives you bullshit disruption. And every Infernoid ever allows you to play a very unfair game with your opponent. And we love degeneracy, it's just how it is. But because of the way that this interaction works, the deck pre-Dark Saviors, I don't think it's going to do a lot in the format. It'll show its head a couple of times, I feel like. I think it'll be to the extent in which Goki will be pre-Link Sorceress. It'll just kind of be there. It'll be something that you're going to have to deal with in the grand scheme of things. But just be aware how the deck works. Make your metagame calls based on it, because I don't see any reason why you need to be afraid of it, other than you can get Smiley locked. And same thing with Lair of Darkness. Lair of Darkness is just massive disruption on your turn. I mean, Deviati on Nuku, Imagination Station, Imagination Station's really fucking good. Void Feasting for X cards is also incredibly good, but that's besides the point. It takes the Brandish engine, though, to kind of make that deck a lot better than it actually is. But until we get that, though, I mean, the deck is kind of Imagination Station, Lair of Darkness. And I think the build from, what was it, the Irish Open, the player had the right mentality. Building the deck to go second definitely seems to be the right call. I don't necessarily disagree with making the go first build, but if every other deck in the format wants to go first besides Invoked Magnite, at the end of the day, wouldn't you want to try to make the counter strategy for that? I mean, the only real thing you got to do is try to break the best Pendulum Magician board that they can. It's 3 negates, but I think consistently they only get to 2. So, not too much to be worried about there. What is it? Vendreds, we don't care about. FAs, we don't care about. Elemental Saber, I don't think we care about. Alteras. I think Altergeist is the last thing that we're going to kind of comes into the format. We don't have Summon Sorceress, so I don't really have anything to really worry about in terms of that. And the imports weren't particularly all that good, honestly. But Altergeist, you guys, deck is basically Siliquitos lock. If you guys don't know what our homie Siliquitos does, God, I fucking hate that card. So basically, they got their new monster called the Multi-Asshole. Ugh, I need this. Multi-Figure comes down off of Infinite Transience, special summons Siliquitos or Melozeek, depending on what situation you're in. You literally start using Siliquitos to bounce back your trap cards, fucking any Altergeist card to bounce back an opponent's monster. You guys remember why I've talked about Neospatial Granmole not coming back? It's because of the interaction that Multi-Faker basically generates. And it's not a fun one whatsoever. I personally think that it's a little bit crazy what that deck does, and I'm going to be curious to see what it actually brings to the table the later that deck runs around, because I guarantee you that deck is going to climb the ladder in ranks as one of the most insane stun decks in the format. I'll be interested to see how, I believe Masterpiece just kind of destroys the deck, well, as soon as they're on the appropriate immunities, but for the most part, Masterpiece is kind of just the bane in that deck's pain, or the pain in that deck's ass, but it takes a very high skill level to play the deck. You've also got to shell out a lot of fucking money for infinite impartialisms, whatever the hell the name of the card is. I wouldn't want to be caught on the other side of that receiving end playing against somebody that's... Watching a good player play Altergeist is actually pretty insane, especially pre-Brandish format. The deck is really insane. I guess we're going to toss in an honorable mention here to anything Light of Sekka. So, 40 card variants with Light of Sekka, Burning Abyss, possibly Mermills. I'm definitely sure a few people in the TCG are going to get a little bit creative there, but to how meta reliant those decks are going to be will be left to be seen in the grand scheme of things. It's going to give it a little bit. Format's got to develop, and we need to see where people want to go with the flood that's coming. Might not be a good thing, might not be a bad thing, but at the end of the day, we'll have to see where it goes. So, it's my discussion for the last day of April. Prepare thine really angry face for what's coming. So that's the flames, or the flood that's coming. You guys agree or disagree? Please feel free to comment in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think. That's all I got, guys. Hope you guys have a good, decent day. Should be better than mine. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.